everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing amazing today. So we are here. We are safe after the hurricane. Have you ever been in a situation where you're telling a friend something that is of a deep concern to you and you're pouring your heart out, and when you're done telling them, they kind of just look at you and they're like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal to them. Have you ever been in that situation and you're wondering to yourself, like, how does this person not care? Why don't they see the severity in the situation? Like, why don't they understand me, right? I'm sure it's happened to you. It's happened to me a lot of times. It's happened to me since I was very little. I'd find myself talking to my parents, talking to my family, and saying, this is going on. Why doesn't anybody else care? What's the matter with everyone? All right. So let's get to the bottom of it. Why is it that we see something and we see so much importance in it, and we talk to someone and they don't see it? So a couple of reasons here. I had to take a step back to really realize what was going on and why I was caring about things in a different way or at a different level than other people. And okay, the first thing I had to do was realize what I'm feeling and what I'm thinking is totally valid. So let's pretend that you have told someone something that is of great concern to you. You've told them and they just don't care. Okay, the first thing to do when that happens is take a step back and realize what I am feeling, what I am seeing in this situation is true of me and it is valid. You also have to understand this part though. Other people are going to have a different view of the same situation than you. We are like all living in this world where we all see what's going on. We all see these different events unfold in front of us, but yet we all react differently to them. We all feel differently towards them. And we have to come to a place where we understand that this is what I'm feeling. Just because I feel this doesn't mean this person should also feel it. And I know what that's like, because sometimes we care very deeply. Like, we are people that we just feel so much for other people, and we don't have to know them. We don't have to know their names. We don't have to know them on a personal level at all. But just to know that they are going through something, just to know that they are struggling, affects a lot of us on a deeper level. And I think that comes with experience, and also when you realize that regardless of all of our differences, we are all human. We're all put on this earth to do some good. Some of us stray a little bit on that path, but we're all here for a reason. We're all here for a reason. So one of the things that I've had to work on is, just because I care a lot about something doesn't make it the only reality. As much as we want people to see our views, to understand where we're coming from, we also have to respect that they have a different past than us. They have different experiences than we do. We can't make people see through our eyes, through our minds, through our hearts. We can't do that. Just like they can't make us see it in their views, right? And that's something that has been really hard for me. It's been really hard for me to get to this point. Ever since I was little, I tell my parents what was of concern to me that had nothing to do with me, but was, related to other people. And they're like, Carolina, why are you worried about other people? And it was just this, this like feeling that I had to help, that I had to communicate this to someone else. And then when I did, and other people didn't seem to care, I'm like, okay, I'm missing something. There's something that I'm missing. And this is not to say that we justify other people. It's just to say that we all have our own views on something, and it's okay to care. It's okay not to care. All of it is valid because all of it is someone's truth, right? So that's the first thing, is taking that step back and realizing that yes, my feelings are valid, and so are theirs. So are theirs. Okay? The second thing that I do when something like this happens is I realize, okay, I am in control of what I feel, of what I think, and of what I do. And because I am in control of these things, even though other people may not care about a situation like I do, I still have the control to do something about it. As small as that something may be, I have the control to do something. I have the control to say something. I have the control to put something out there in this universe. And that's actually part of the reason why I do these videos, because I want more people to see that even if I am different than you, if I look different than you in any way, hair, color, skin, whatever, we still have so much in common. We have so much more in common than we do different. And that is why I do these videos, so that we can see the unity in that. We can see the unity in our community. That rhymes, unity in your community. Whoa, okay, I'm gonna write that down. Okay, so that's the other part, is realize that you are in control of what you think, of what you feel, of what you say, and of what you do. So at the end of the day, whether these people, whoever they may be, care or not about what you care about, it doesn't matter. You can only control what you do and what you feel. And once you take control of that, of your true self, then you're going to feel this sense of freedom, because you're going to get to a point where you know what is right for you. So you are going to do that. And sure, people will say, why is she doing that? Why is he doing that? Why are they doing so much? Why do they care? That's okay. Allow people to speak their truth too. That's just an opinion, and that is all that it is. All right. And then the third thing, somebody also messaged me a little bit about this, about why or how to stop caring what other people think. And it always comes down to the value, okay? To the value that we put on ourselves. If I am constantly worried of what this person is saying, or this person, or this community, if I'm worried about what they are saying, that simply is saying that I do not value myself enough yet. I still have a lot of work to do, because if I am going with what they are saying and interpreting that as, wow, they're talking this about me, or they're saying this about me, so now I feel bad, now I feel down, blah blah blah. No, that's not what we do. When we come across those kinds of situations in our lives, the first thing to remember is that whatever that community or those people are saying is just a reflection of what they have inside. It has nothing to do with you. Sometimes we make the error of believing that when someone says something to you negatively in a light that you don't like, we often tend to assume that that's a personal attack, but it isn't. It's not a personal attack at all. It is simply that they are going through something and they have to verbalize what is in here. Sometimes you'll find that people will say some hurtful things, and later you'll realize, wow, they were going through some stuff. They were going through some serious stuff, and that is why they said the things that they did in the way that they did. And again, this is not to justify that behavior. This is to show us, to show yourself, that we do not have control over what people say, but we do have control on how we react to what they say. Okay? Are we giving in to those feelings? Are we giving in to those feelings of fear, of judgment? If we are, then we need to take a step back and go through the process again. Realize that you are the one in control. You are the only one in control of your feelings and your thoughts. So let's start practicing that this week. Let's focus on not what people say, not on making people care about what we care about. Let's not do that. Let's not worry about that. But let's just show what we are. If you care about a particular community, if you care about a particular cause, just care about it and do. Show with your behavior. Show with your actions. Show with the things that you do on like your daily life. Okay? There's no need to try to change other people's views about things. You have to allow people to go through a process of their own and to find their true way. Because I'll tell you something. If someone were to come knocking on your door and trying to change the way that you think and trying to change your views, you wouldn't like it. I wouldn't like it. You know, I really wouldn't. But I do have tremendous respect for those people that live in their truth, whether I agree with their truth or not, and that do things that put them in that path that they want, and put them in a light that is filled with their passion. I have great respect for those people. And like I said, it's whether I agree with what they're doing or if I don't agree with it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because that is not my place. That is their truth, right? And they're living it, and that's wonderful. That's what we all need to be doing, living in our truth. So let's focus on that this week, you guys. I hope this week is wonderful. I hope that it's full of love, unity, and peace as always. And let's just work on that, okay? Let's make sure that we are empowering ourselves, that we are seeing the power that we have within us, so that anything that happens externally won't matter and won't affect us, okay? I send you love, unity, and peace. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.